Hello everybody and welcome to another very exciting episode of the Save Slot 3 Gamescast. I am your host, EWF Gizmo, joined this week by Massive Daz.
Hello everyone.
And Mr. CW Lanky.
Hi Dave.
Boys, it's going to be a great episode. I've got a feeling in my balls for how good this episode's going to be.
How could it be bad, Dave? The three of us.
How could it be bad? The three of us, it's almost Easter.
It's impossible.
Right?
Yeah.
Video games are good. Food's great. We've already talked about calories.
God, does me an Easter egg soon, Dave.
I did buy some Easter eggs today for me and Chloe.
God.
Before we get started, Easter egg of choice. Go, Pengi.
Oh, I just like any old Easter egg, isn't it? Easter egg chocolate tastes better than normal chocolate. I don't know why.
It doesn't make sense, but it does.
It does,
You're
you're
right.
right.
Because if I bought a bar of dairy milk and I bought a dairy milk Easter egg, the Easter egg would taste better, even though it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Can you remember that little corner shop by me, Dave?
I can.
That used to be
Literally on
years
that-
ago.
yeah.
They used to sell little broken up bits of Easter egg around Easter, in with the little mix, the mix and match sweets. Oh, incredible!
It's true.
The answer to I do love a mini egg one, Dave. I do.
Oh, nice.
Mini
Classic.
eggs are elite. Yeah. Mini eggs are one of those things you only have at Easter, like chocolate fingers at Christmas. Cadbury chocolate fingers. You only have them at Easter, and you're like, these are incredible. Why don't I just buy these all the time? And then you never do.
No. Even though they're like available all year round.
That's true.
Yeah. Cadbury's chocolate fingers are available year round. Do you have them outside of Christmas? No. But at Christmas, you eat 5 bloody boxes of the things in 2 hours.
Yeah. I did kind of want the Aero Easter egg today, because, yeah, it smelled all minty, the whole lot.
The Terry's chocolate orange ones, actually, that could be a shout.
That's what I've just bought Chloe. She's got the Terry chocolate orange
she's
one
a
with the
lucky
mini eggs.
woman. She doesn't deserve that.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't. And the
No.
and the mini egg thing, Craigo. The McDonald's have got a mini egg frappe at the moment.
Yeah, someone in work said about that the other day.
Elite. But this isn't the Cadbury's chocolate podcast. We will start that soon.
Well, I haven't tried any of the new fancy ones you get. Like, you can get pistachio Easter egg. It's all green.
Yeah, I think you get to a point though when you start spending £12 on an Easter egg, like you just buy 12 £1 Easter eggs. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Right, just more chocolate. But speaking of spending money, let's talk about what we've been buying and playing first, because there's a very good reason for doing that. So we're going to start with Craig, because let's be honest, Craig has the least interesting section of stuff to talk about, and this could be very interesting. Boring Craigo. But yeah, Craig, what have you bought and played this week?
I'm the... What's his fucking name?
Who? What?
Lance Storm. I'm the Lance Storm of the podcast.
If I can be serious for a moment.
Yeah. What have I been buying and playing, Dave? I don't know. I've lost the plot. I finished Resident Evil Requiem, boys.
Huge.
Don't think I'd done that last week. I think I was near the end. I think it was like 90%, right? So I finished that. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. It's great. It deserves its 89 or whatever it is. It's a fantastic game. It's very, very good. I like it. It hits everything it wants to hit. I like the ending, and I think it kind of sets up what the DLC is going to be, and I've kept hold of it for now. Because I'm like, I'll keep hold of it for the DLC, which I did also do for Village, and I've never played the Village DLC, so I don't have a good track record of keeping hold of games for DLCs.
You really don't.
So I also have Cyberpunk somewhere, and I have Final Fantasy 16 somewhere, because I kept hold of them to do the DLCs, and I never did that either. So, what we're saying, it's like when Pengu's back to video game, he never plays it. Me keeping a game to play a DLC, it never happens.
So what you're saying is Insomniac, when they said no one played New York Never Sleeps, was it called?
The city that never sleeps.
City that never sleeps. They were right. They were right. You're proving them right.
Yeah, I didn't play that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, love that. Enjoyed that. I imagine that'll be, unless this year is just unbelievable, towards the top of my game of the years in the year, because it's very, 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 very good. And Resident Evil just continues to be great, don't they? Capcom is just they've nailed that formula. I was saying to Pengi the other night how it's like I always feel a little bit bad for the Resident Evil games, because everyone just knows and expects they're going to be good now. They almost come out and everyone's just like, yeah, of course it's good. It's Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And
It's
in a
better than the
year's
opposite.
time, we'll get another good Resident Evil. And it'll be
Yeah.
great, and we'll all love it.
Yeah.
You was like, but this is good. This is really good. This is great. I've loved this.
I call that the
Um,
Insomniac problem.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
also, because even I'm guilty of it, where I'll be like, "Oh, Spider-Man 2 ain't that good," but compared to most games, it's great.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Wait for the Code Veronica remake. If that's good as well. Oh,
Well, that has like the best setting. Code Veronica's got an incredible like setting. So like, yeah, let's not get even I played Code Veronica. I played on Dreamcast and I played was it XX or X on PS2?
Oh, yeah,
Great shit, great. You
Because
don't know.
The next one we get would be another remake, right? So
yeah.
Yeah, Code Veronica would be sick. Like I think that people would be like, "Oh, that's my favorite one."
nice. Look forward to that. I've also played. Obviously, me and Pengi played another little session of Reanimal the other night.
Mhm.
I think we were saying the PlayStation is saying we're at 55, but we think we're actually further than 55%.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure we're at the end of chapter 6, and there's only 9 chapters. So
Yeah,
yeah, obviously the last 3 chapters could be very long, and obviously it could be based on length. If the last chapter is 2 hours long and stuff like that, and
yeah.
maybe that's
Um,
how it works it out.
but from what we've played so far, I think this is really good. I think this is light years ahead of
Little
Little
Nightmares 3.
Nightmares 3 that
Yeah.
we played last year. I've really enjoyed what we've played so far of
Yeah, it
this.
doesn't seem as finicky, does it, when you're trying to like
No,
interact with the stuff and like move boxes or whatever. There's little less of them than Little Nightmares, but it doesn't seem like it's finicky. I'm just like, Craig, press X. You're like, I'm pressing X. So you got to stand exactly 1 millimeter for it to
yeah,
work. It doesn't see on Little Nightmares 3, but this actually just seems to just work, and the setting and the world seems pretty cool. And we get our,
yep,
got 3 people following us around as well. So there's like 5 of us, around in the world doing stuff. So
it's much more varied as well. It's not just the dark, like dingy corridors that these games can be guilty of, just keeping
yeah,
you
because we
in.
were in a big field at one point, like a bright
Yeah,
yellowy
we were in
field.
a bow, and then there was a massive turret thing. We climbed up some massive cliff, right? And then we had some field. It was all like nicely lit. We climbed up the, was it like a watchtower or something like
Hmm.
that? And like, yeah, it was just, yeah, it's
We were in the
very.
water.
Oh yeah, we did get underwater, didn't we? Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's been really really cool so far. I'm really enjoying what we've played of Free Animal. And yeah, imagine a couple more little sessions. I mean, Pengu go through that. I think it's easy platinum as well, right? Pengu, or fairly
Yeah,
good
but
platinum. I haven't
the
had a
trophy,
proper look.
but unlike Little Nightmares 3 or Lego Voyages and stuff, like the trophies are separate because you pushed over
Oh yeah, they are.
someone on share and you got the trophy, I didn't. And
Yes.
I did something which you didn't get because we got exactly the same
Yeah.
amount of trophies, but I don't know what so hopefully there's a chapter select at the end or something so we can you could do that if you want to get the platinum or whatever.
Yeah, and hopefully the collectible ones are like saving as we go for both of us as well, because
Mm.
that'd be an absolute ball ache otherwise, wouldn't it? That'd be
Yeah, I
too
think
much
they
trouble.
are. I think those ones are. But yeah, I guess like the push the man off the like chair is like you pushed him off and stuff. But yeah, and like I
Yeah.
can't remember what I did that you didn't do. It wasn't the piano because you went and played the piano as well. But it was something
Yeah.
like that. It's like I guess because I've already done that, you can't do it. But yeah, it's a little bit odd compared to like Spit Fiction and Lego Voyagers that you both don't get the trophies.
Yeah, yeah, like a lot of these games have already kind of figured that out, haven't they? Essentially,
Mm,
I guess because it's kind of a new team, but not a new team, and yeah,
yeah.
maybe whoever was in charge of the trophies achievements just maybe didn't have that experience. And then Davey, I was like, so I finished Resident Evil Requiem. There's nothing like coming out like soon that I was like I'm definitely like want to buy. So I was a bit like lost. I was like, oh, I kind of want to play Planet of Lana 2, but I'm also like, well, I could just play that on Game Pass, like when I get Game Pass for like a load of stuff and just do that then. And I was like, what do I play? So I downloaded the Fatal Frame Crimson Butterfly 2 or whatever the hell it's called demo, which Pengi, I know Pengi's also played. I was fairly similar to Pengi. It's okay. I really like what it's going for with like the vibe and setting. Feels a bit like Silent Hill F in a lot of ways. I felt with that.
Craig loves his Japanese schoolgirls and horror games.
Yeah, you're in
That's
the
what's coming across at the
foggy,
moment.
Yeah.
foggy village, and you're going through these like grubby looking houses. And I was like, oh, this is I'm kind of digging this a bit. It did feel a bit like performance-wise, it didn't feel great for me, which for a game that I don't think it should be pushing, a PS5, was a bit odd. And I felt like the combat, I really liked the idea of the combat, but it just felt a bit off for me. In that, like, it felt like I was doing like virtually no damage, and I was like trying to do what it was telling me to do, but it still just felt like I was like barely hurting these like ghosts or whatever they're fighting these wraiths, and the battles were going on for quite a while, and I was like, this just feels a bit odd and a bit weird.
Yeah, the
And it,
second one did seem to take like quite a while, even if you like lining it up and getting the like 5 or 6 bars
yeah,
and that, then you actually take the picture, and it didn't really seem to do much like damage at all. I know there's also like if you take the picture like certain angles or there's something in the picture, which they don't really explain that well, I don't think. Like you get extra damage and stuff like that. It's like, well, what's the extra thing in this second fight which I need to be taking a picture of to get the extra damage? They don't really tell you anything like that. Like I've played the game before, so obviously like when I played it back on the original Xbox, maybe I was like much more forgiving for that compared to now, because I guess it was kind of new and a novelty for me where it isn't now. I've played Fatal Frame and stuff, and obviously other horror games.
yeah. I think I was about to say I think you are 100% right. It doesn't explain a lot of the stuff of the combat very well, and it does it. It tries to like teach you as you're like mid fight.
Mm.
So there's like text boxes coming up on the screen, but then there's also this wraith just like charging towards you. So you're focusing on this wraith trying to take this picture, but there's also this like text box trying to explain to you like in the corner. You're like, wait, well, I'm trying to deal with I'm trying to deal with this a minute. Let me deal with this fucking woman running towards me. Oh right, I'm reading. It's really small text, and I'm like, oh, that's gone now. Whatever it was trying to teach me there, I missed that. I just keep taking pictures and trying to get as many dots as I can, I guess. So yeah, I just found the combat a bit odd. And I was like I watched a couple of videos, and a lot of the comments were like kind of agreeing. They were like, yeah, like, people who played the first, like the original, and then playing this, and they're like, yeah, it feels like they've made the combat harder and like a bit weird, like unforgiving, and they didn't really understand why they done that, 'cause it wasn't really what the first game was apparently. But yeah, so it's one of those where like if this was on Plus, I would have like probably just kept playing for a bit longer. I mean, like, oh, do I want to like keep going or whatever? But it's just a demo and it's 45 minutes. I was like, yeah, I'm not rushing out to spend £43 or whatever it is to buy this at the moment. There's better stuff I think I could be playing. So I was like, right, what have I got left on the backlog challenge, boys? Let's have a look. So I had a look left, and I had Last of Us Part 2 and Star Wars Outlaws left. So I was like, right, which is the longer of the two? Because there's a little while now before Pragmata comes out, and that's probably the next big thing that I'm like, excited for. So I was like, I'll do whatever's the longest. And Last of Us Part 2, I think was the longer of the ones. So I've started Last of Us Part 2, boys. I am, according to the PlayStation, I'm only an hour in according to the PlayStation. So that's definitely wrong. I'm more than that, but I'm saying about 14%. I'm in Seattle.
Yeah.
For the peeps that know, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I played Last of Us Part 1 last year as part of the backlog challenge when that came to Plus. Obviously, this has now come to Plus. So I thought I did do this one this year. I'm playing the Last of Us Part 2 remastered, which I'm guessing is the version I should be playing.
Yeah, that's the PS5 version. Yeah.
Because it is quite funny when you just type in The Last of Us, and then there's all the different versions of both games like come flooding towards you. I'm like, right, which one should I be playing here? Which is the best one,
Hmm.
the most suitable. So yeah, I've obviously I am playing the PS5 version, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. The big early story thing has happened. I know that I think that upset people, right? But
It
I'm
did.
kind of the mind of, well, given how the first game ended, there almost needed to be something like that probably happening. So we'll see. I'll see how it like carries on, how the story pans out, whether that pays off or not. That decision they make. But like I said, from what I've played from the early hours so far, I am quite enjoying it. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. I've played a bit more of the old Hyrule Warriors. I'm still on Chapter 4 somehow. Chapter 4 seems to be. I feel like I've sat here and said I'm on Chapter 4 for about 6 weeks now.
Nice.
How many chapters are there?
I think there's 6.
Okay.
So yeah, I've played all that. Well, I must be near the end of Chapter 4 at this point, surely. Because I've been doing all the side battles and that. Why have a lot of the map turns to my colour now? So I'm like, gosh, there can't be too many more side battles left and too many more story bits left. But yeah, I'm still enjoying that every now and again on ye old Switch. And I think that's it from your Resident Evil Lance Storm impersonator, Dave.
I was going to say horror games. Is that 4 horror games and Horror Warriors? So,
yeah,
it's not October, Craig. It is. It's almost Easter.
When I was playing Fatal Frame, and I was like, oh, if this is good, maybe I'll get Fatal Frame. I was like, oh, I've already played like Resident Evil, Silent Hill this year, obviously Reanimal with Pengi.
Yeah.
The year of the horror games.
I know. Craig likes being scared.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, what should we do? Should we do me next or Pengi next? What would you rather, Craigo?
Do you leave Pengi for the main event?
So, what have I been buying and playing? So, there's a note here that says secret project. We'll talk about that in a minute. But what I've picked up, I bought the Resident Evil Pro controller for the Switch 2 for no other reason than that I needed a second Pro controller because my girlfriend's back, and the only one that's a different color is Resident Evil.
Nice.
Okay. Yes.
So it's a nice controller. It looks much better in person, I will say. It's still kind of boring because it's just like kind of black and grey, but it's a cool controller. It's a really good controller, the Switch 2 Pro controller, which I wish, Craig, you're the only one that doesn't have one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's a big step up from the Switch 1 one's great, but the Switch 2 Pro controller is great as well. The only other pickup, I used my last gift card to pick up Major League Baseball, the show, 26. God, I've had a stroke again. On the PS5. We've been watching the World Baseball Classic, me and Chloe, so been playing that. I'm basically just playing Road to the Show, which is the mode where you play as one character. So obviously I'm playing as EOF Gizmo. Got through high school, Pengi. Went to college, went to the University of Arkansas. Go Razorbacks. Won the NCAA. Got drafted by the Cincinnati Reds. So I'm currently in the minor leagues, just working my way up. But it's fun. It's fun just to play as one person because then you're not playing the whole 9 innings of baseball. You just do kind of your bits. So it's a fun mode and it's a fun game. I play them every year. This is the 4th one I've bought over the last 6 years. So it's a baseball game. If you like baseball, you will like it. If you don't like baseball, Craigo, you will not. That is baseball.
I don't like baseball.
There we go. So you won't like it. For playing, that's my only PS5 game. So on the handheld front, obviously all the new Starfield content has been announced for April 7th. So I jumped back into that on my Claw. Runs significantly better than it does on Series S. Craigo, significantly better than it does on Series S. But it's been fun to jump back into that. I got the Tracker Alliance creation DLC stuff because you get 1,000 points for having the premium edition, which I hadn't spent. So I've jumped into that. It's a really cool set of missions. I'm enjoying being in the game again. I'm looking forward to the...
Didn't they add another lot as well, like Bounty one or something?
That's the one I'm on about. Yeah.
Okay, but didn't they do one...
Yes, they did
before,
Watchtower.
Yeah, I think that's the one I bought or something when it was around Shattered Space Time? Yeah. And I had 1,000 points and they added like this story content through the thing. Yeah, I think that's the one I bought, which I never played, but yeah.
Yeah, the Tracker...
Well, it was the 3,000.
Yeah.
Obviously game. So.
The Tracker Alliance stuff's pretty good. It's some really good stories. It's really well done. Again, I really like Starfield, so it's the Bethesda game I like. So I like jumping in and just playing it. Like I like the way it feels. I know the DLC that's coming out next month is really combat heavy, and they've made some significant combat changes. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. And it's just a world I enjoy. So I've been really enjoying it. And like I said, it runs amazing on my Claw, which is cool. And the other main game I've been playing, really, boys, is Yakuza Kiwami 2. Again on the Claw, Really, really good start. I think it might have the best opening of a Yakuza game I've played so far. I don't want to spoil it too much because I know Craig and Pengi are making their way through it. But yeah, the main villain of the game is a really interesting villain. He's got the kind of like Shadow the Hedgehog vibe, like the kind of like anti-hero thing going on. And his first boss fight is hard as dicks. I had to go back and get some like food to like heal myself during it because it was kicking my ass on the medium. But yeah, really good game. Again, it's Yakuza. I can't really say much more than what is Yakuza. You know what Yakuza is. But yeah, it's one I recommend. I know it's on everything and it's really cheap. And then on the Switch too, Mario Kart World and Pokemon Fire Red, it never ends. We've been playing some Mario Kart together. It's always fun. It's Mario Kart. It's fun with friends, right? So that doesn't change. But what you're all here for is the secret project.
Yeah, so what is this?
So boys, what the secret project is? I've started this secret project on the December 17th. So I am 15 years post my graduation, which is terrifying, Craigo. I'm old. But what I need to do is do my recertifications so that my degree is still valid. And obviously I only have a Mac. So I was like, I don't want to buy some shitty HP laptop. I'll make a computer. So I'm putting in the chat now the process. You'll see the pictures come through. Let me know when you see them. They should be loading now.
I've not seen any pictures.
There we go. So, Craig, I've built a PC from scratch. But I've done it so cheap. It's hilarious. So, are you ready for the breakdown of the Dave Secret Project? So, my PC. Pengi wants to know the specs. I know he does. It's an It's an AM4 motherboard. It is 16 gigs of DDR4. It is a Ryzen 5 5500, which is a really good gaming thing. It's got an RX 580 8GB VRAM card. Crazy, nice. I know. So basically, I wanted a Linux or a Windows PC to do the certifications. I can't do them on the Mac. My old laptop was dead. So I built it from scratch. I've been very patiently doing it. I didn't want to go out and splurge too much money. I wanted it to be cheap. So, Craigo, on December 17th, I ordered from a website called AWDIT in the UK a motherboard bundle, which was my motherboard, a CPU, a cooler, 16 gigs of RAM. Now, Pengi, you know how much RAM is at the moment. How much do you reckon this bundle would be?
I don't know. RAM is pretty... Yeah, but it's DDR4, isn't it? And I don't really know DDR4 prices.
So, I looked this morning. The cost of my RAM now, if I were to buy just the RAM, was $147.99.
Yeah.
The whole bundle, I paid £86 for. Brand new.
Bargain.
So, £86, most of my computer. Brilliant. In my picture, you'll see, if you look very closely, like a really dodgy looking NVMe. I took that out of my broken laptop, a 512 gig NVMe. So that was £0, Craigo. I then patiently waited for an Amazon sale, got a MSI MagForce case for £21. That has 3 fans in it, including RGB, which is exciting. And then I bought a Corsair 650 watt PSU for £22 in an Amazon spring sale. That was the part that arrived yesterday, because I was like, this is hilarious. This is going to line up when Pengi's PC arrives. And I was like, all I need to buy is a power supply. And the GPUs I bought on eBay for £37, which is a grand total, boys, of £166.
Nice, and you can set your RAM back on if you want.
If I wanted to, yeah. And so power-wise, it's about a Steam machine. It's about a Steam machine in terms of what it can play. I've only played. I've not really bought it for gaming, to be completely honest with you. It can game. I played Flat Out Ultimate Carnage and I played Expedition 33, and that's 1080p 60. Happy enough. But yeah, my secret project. It's a funny one. Like I said, I didn't want to spend any money, so I was like, if I try and stick to my little list that I've made and only get it when it's on sale. Because the last thing I wanted to do was to buy a HP Chromebook for £200, do my certification, and then have this Chromebook that I can't sell. Because what's the point of having another laptop? It's also it would be such a bad laptop. It's not like I could be like, oh, Craig, do you want a laptop? You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah. So I built a PC. It was really fun. It was really stressful putting a CPU inside a motherboard and then applying thermal paste. Pengi, if I'm honest, I can get why when we get to yours, you've paid someone to do it. It was very stressful. But yeah, not even using Windows. It's using Linux Mint. So I can do my certifications and I haven't spent £100 on Windows. So there we go.
No.
So Craig,
When I opened the first picture, that the case was the cardboard.
to be honest with you, I bought the case because it was £21, and I was like, oh, I've heard of MSI, like he makes my claw, and this is before I got the claw, I think actually, yeah, it would have been, and it turned up and it was fucking huge for my little motherboard, and I was like, oh, well, this is massive. In the end, it's great because it means like it's so cold, like it's the coolest, like. Nothing's getting smothered inside there. Like, it's got tempered glass and everything. It's crazy. It lights up. I can change the color. I've managed to wire it properly so the little button on the top works, because that's a problem. Didn't realize how stressful that is, trying to plug in like HD audio and like I've done my own cable management. I haven't built a PC since probably 2009, probably. So that was quite fun to do, just to know I could still do it. You know what I mean? Put the boots on. I've still got it in the locker. But yeah, it's fun. So
you've also made like cheap and PC and like Linux. Could you have done like gone Raspberry Pi route, or is that not?
I mean, I could have. To be honest with you, a brand new Raspberry Pi would probably cost more than £166.
No, yeah.
I think now. To be honest with you, the what spurred it was I saw the motherboard bundle in December, and I was like, this seems ludicrously cheap. Why not? And that kind of like that was the sort of nucleus for the idea. And then also I think that was when you started talking about a PC as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if me and Pengi ended up getting PCs? But at that point, I think I was like, oh, I could buy it all now, and it was like £300, I think. And I was like, no, I'm not spending that. Like I'd rather wait. Like I don't need it. You know what I mean? Like it's for a reason, but it's not something that needs to be done within 2 days. So I was like, yeah, I was quite proud of myself for holding off. The GPU was quite stressful because again it's eBay in it, but it was good. 8 gig card, lovely. But there we go. So you're going to get so much PC coverage. I mean, also, the reason I wanted to bring up before we got too far, I am recording this podcast on that PC.
Nice.
And it is a lot easier than my Mac, Craigo. I haven't had to fuck around. Like I think we sound pretty good. Everything's. I've made the fun.
I thought the Mac was great for things like.
It's really bad for like they've got like license issues. So like when I record the podcast for us, I have to put it through something else. So there's a delay because they don't have the license to record audio, desktop audio, because Discord comes through Discord audio. Whereas and then I'm using the same program, using OBS, but on Linux it's just set up like straight away, which is just funny. But yeah, that was my secret project. It lined up perfectly when you said that your PC was coming. I was like, oh, Amazon Spring Sale, get me a bloody power supply, and it came out trumps. It's absolute overkill for a power supply, by the way, because it's like this PC maybe uses 300 watts, so it's like it's running at like 30%. It's chilling. It's cold. It's great. But there we go. But let's get on to something much more expensive. Let's talk Pengi PC, because this is what we've been waiting for. Pengels has ended his PlayStation. He's taken the PS5 Pro out back. He's shot it in the back of the head. He doesn't want to play with it anymore, Craigo. It's
no,
PC
I haven't
time.
done that yet.
What? So Pengi, what have you bought and played?
Okay.
He's crushed that underneath the PC. That's what's holding the PC up.
Right. So a little bit on PlayStation. Obviously, we talked about Reanimal, so I'm not going to go over that. Now, I want to bring up Marathon, because I was playing quite a bit of Marathon, and they added the big update this weekend. Cairo? Yeah. Is that, I think I'm saying it wrong, aren't I? Archive. They added that new map, like high, like you got like levels, like the perimeter is like an easy map and stuff like that. And this is like the high level one. And they added it this weekend, but obviously working. Me and Craig went watched football yesterday, and you know all that stuff. And obviously, like the PC coming and other bits. I didn't play it. And from the sounds of it, this map, I could be wrong. I could jump on now and maybe it's there. Is only on like the weekends.
It's a strange decision.
Yeah, and it's like from what I get, it's like so you play all week, like Dave. You play all week. You do your contracts. You pick up your loot. Hopefully you don't lose any loot because obviously it's a distraction shooter, and you die, you lose it. So you get your good loot or pretty decent loot, and then you've got that ready to go into the final map or like the final like harder one. So you're obviously like equipped and ready to go, sort of stuff. And apparently the loot and stuff in that map is like high level, like the purple coloured, and maybe you find some of the yellow, legendary coloured stuff. And like apparently like the teams, because obviously it's strategy shoot, you can like join where people obviously already sort of play, but like the teams are spread out. Like so you'd be like in the north, I'd be south, Trey be in like the east or something, and you like converge into the middle and like the AI characters like the UNSC or whatever they are, like they're apparently like really tough when you pick up like the keys to open doors and move in the middle, and then like everyone eventually will like meet in the middle to like extract or something. Sounds quite cool, but it's like weird that it's only in the weekends, and apparently it's like very hard. People are like really struggling, like some like the enemies and things like that are like losing loot. Apparently, like losing like because like the loot has got values on it and that. So like you die like, oh, I've lost like $2,000 worth of loot or something. Like people are losing like 20, 30,000 dollars worth of loot in like runs of in this sort of thing. I don't know if you can do the map normally stuff, but yeah, it sounds like it's only the weekend, and it's part of the rank stuff. Like you get, obviously the game has like a rank system which I've not seen in the thing, but that's as part of the thing. So I don't know if like when they do the next like big update or whatever, it's going to be a new map, it's going to be harder, or to replace this one, and then like continue. Yeah, but it's like sort of things like you I guess the thing with a live service game that wants you to play it every day, sort of thing, and like I haven't really played it every day because on Switch 2 I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Stories 3, Craigie.
You have. You've been the joy that Chris Pengelly has been expressing about this game, Dave. I've not
Yeah.
seen him like this in a long time.
Oh, it's so good.
The
Capcom,
last time I
Capcom
can
are king.
remember him like seeing this excited is like RoboCop.
Wow,
Yeah, buzzing.
it's high praise.
Yeah.
It's very high praise.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm 16 hours in or something like that, and I got I got stuck on a boss or a monster because they're not really bosses. It's just fighting a monster. I got stuck on that one. I died. The team got wiped out, and it said it basically tells you like, oh, if you sometimes die, was oh maybe use a fire type monster or something like this. One's like basically like go level up. It's like you're under leveled, so I've done some of the side because you got like your squad with you, side characters, but aren't really introduced that well. They're just like you just have them. You're just the captain of the Rangers, and you have this is the people you have. So like, just giving them a little bit of backstory. So I'm doing some of those side quests stuff with them, so I can level up my team of monsters to take on the boss one. Yeah, but I'm really enjoying it. I like the battle system. I like all the monsters, the world. Obviously, the story is pretty good. Not as like deep or whatever I thought it was going to be. Like from the original trailers, I thought, oh, this is going to be a bit like Fire Emblem. It's sort of like that, but a little bit more basic. But yeah, it's really good. So it's another great game from Capcom this year. So far. The two Capcom games I played is pretty good. So Pragmata, we're hoping that's going to be decent as well.
Absolutely.
I don't know who's got. I got that on Fantasy, haven't I? Because I picked up all the Capcom games,
Yeah.
apart from Resident Evil. Yeah, what a plan! What a great plan from me. Just take Capcom.
In Capcom we trust.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Cap
just
God.
need just need that on a Misha day.
Well,
at
sure
some
we'll see
point.
it again 3 times this week. Don't worry.
Yeah, yes. So that's everything on console, and then I have a pickup, which obviously Dave has alluded to. Is that I bought a gaming PC.
So
Finally,
it was always going to happen.
the going backwards and forwards can stop. We can move on.
Yes. So yes, I bought a gaming PC. That it came Saturday morning. I actually came about 12, quarter past 12, so Saturday afternoon. So obviously, like I said, we went football. So most of the Saturday was unboxing it because it came in a massive box. and then plugging it in, setting it up, and waiting for Windows to install and stuff.
Boo.
Davey, obviously you haven't got that. You got
No,
Linux.
straight on Linux Mint. It was easy, streamlined.
Yeah. So that was basically all the Saturday, and then basically all the Sunday was installing Steam, Epic, Xbox, GOG, Ubisoft, and EA. So I have all my launchers ready to go.
I love it, Pengi. So how much?
Yeah,
So
you
talk
gotta-
us through the spec and how much did it cost? Because that's what people are here for.
So spec wise, so I have 32 gig of DDR5 RAM.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Ryzen 7. Is it a 7800?
You will be. Craig will test you on this, so you need to make sure you get the right model
I
number.
think it's a 7800 X3D.
Right. Okay. It's good. It's a
Yeah.
very good CPU, Craig.
Yeah.
I think it's 24 threads.
With a 9060 XT with 16 gig of VRAM.
Yeah. So you've gone like nuclear. If mine's a hamster in a wheel fighting above its weight, you're Mr. Burns in the power plant, aren't you? I think in terms of PC power.
Yeah, obviously you can go higher again because like I could have gone
You
for a
always can.
9070 X. I could have gone for a 9070 XT, and then that's obviously the best AMD do at the moment. But then you could have gone further than that. I could have switched to Nvidia and gone to I think would have been the 5080 would have been the next up, and then
Yeah.
obviously at 80 Ti. Because I'm sure the 9070 XT is similar to about 5070 Ti. I could be
something
wrong.
like that.
Yeah, so we did have the 80 Ti, and then obviously the 5090, which is like a fortune. And then you could have gone for like the Ryzen 9 9850 X3D. With the like the processor and stuff like that. I haven't got much memory. I've only gone for 512 gigabyte SSD, not like 3 terabytes. With I know people in work. I think he's got 2 terabytes in his PC, for
Yeah,
instance.
so he's probably
Craig,
bought them before it was
Yeah.
ruined by the RAM AI apocalypse.
Yeah, so I only got 512, so which I've nearly filled already. I still got like because obviously Windows takes up like 64 or something like that, I
Yeah.
believe. Obviously 500 that takes up quite a bit from the OS and stuff like that. I still got like 90 gig free, and I'm only going to put games on it, for instance. And
Yeah.
once I finish the game, it will get uninstalled. So
It might be quite a sensible way to do it, Pengi.
yeah, so that should be fine. So gaming wise, I've only really played 2 things. Both through Xbox, actually, because I got a month free Game Pass with it. As soon as you set up the Windows, it gives you a month's like Game Pass, even like through the Windows setup. It's not even something that came with, like your Claw. Did that come with any Game
it
Pass?
came with 3 months, I think. The Macron.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's not like a deal with like that. It's just like no, I set it up. It's a month. You sign in, it's giving you a month Game Pass. So I downloaded because I thought big RPG. Let's see how this runs. So I downloaded as it was on Game Pass, so it didn't cost obviously anything, and it gave me a month free. Hogwarts Legacy, which has a benchmark option when you load the game up, and it does stuff in the background and things like that. And it put it at 4K, high settings on it, everything. Ray tracing off. I did see a commercial put ray tracing on, but apparently the ray tracing is not very good in the game, even on low or medium thing. You want to put it on like the highest setting, which is ultra. Otherwise, apparently it's not very good, the ray tracing. So that's not.
That's a FSR job. If you're going to put ray tracing on, then you probably need to lower the resolution and then chuck in like FSR 3 to get the frames back, because it's
FSR
quite
is on.
taxing. Hogwarts,
Yeah,
quite taxing.
Even from the benchmarking, it's FSR 3 in quality mode, not like performance or balance. It's in quality mode. It's 4K, high settings, stuff like that. There is ultra. There is one above. So maybe if I had a fiddle, because obviously that's what the benchmark like. Put it on like ultra performance.
Yeah, for Craig, because he doesn't talk PC, he's talking about Pisser, but in AMD form, Craig.
Yeah.
Pisser.
Yeah, Pisser.
So I put Pisser on ultra performance, and then put the settings all on ultra, and maybe put some ray tracing on. It balance that, but it looks good. From like I said, I've only done the opening sort of like bit where you're walking I think they said you're in the Scottish Highlands or
Yes,
something
you
where
are.
you
Yeah.
teleported. So I've only done that and the bit where I got in the sorting hat sorted me, and that's literally it. I've barely played anything
It is a
of it.
good game. I know Craig's finished it. I
Yeah,
am
it's a great
11
show.
hours in on Steam. It's one I
Yeah.
probably will go back to, but it is a. I know you can't talk about it too much on the forum, but it is a really good game.
Yes, so I've barely played that, so that's the point. And then today, because it finished installing, F125,
Oh yeah,
David.
it's a game
Which
that
again
looks
is
real good on a PC.
it get also again it's got the benchmark option,
Hmm.
so I did that. It's high settings, sort of thing, 4K 60 high settings. The benchmark thing at the end actually shows you your frame, like Harry Potter says exactly. That doesn't actually show you anything. It just comes up with like a box and going
Yeah,
benchmarking process and does it. Like the F1 was actually doing a lap. Then you select the track of that, so I selected Australia, put it on raining because I thought that's going to affect it, rain and it does the fact, and then it comes like at the end, and it's like your lowest frame rate was 47 frames or something. Average was like 60 because of the TV and 60, and your maximum was like 117 frames if it could have been. So again, it's stuff you could play around with. Or if I had 120 frames monitor or something, maybe I could put it at 90 frames a second, or that thing. Yeah, but it's all high settings and stuff like that. Again, no ray tracing on, but possibly something you can play around that. But I did one race. I did a time trial because I was trying to figure out how just to do a race, because there's a story mode.
yeah. The story
There's the
mode's
like
really good in the F1
there's
games.
the obviously there's the F like one proper like
Yeah, career
calendar
mode thing.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Hmm.
career mode, and then there's like a team like mode or something like that where I guess you make your own team and
Yeah.
yeah, and then you go like, oh, this must be the standard F1 thing, and it looks a bit like Ultimate Team, and like you're doing like online against stuff. It's like I just want to do a race and see how this. So I found a time trial, and I went around Monza stuff in my Red Bull, and it seemed to run fine and stuff like that. So that's all I've played so far on PC. I have also downloaded Ken, which obviously I played a bit on the laptop, which I'm using to do this. So download that. So I might get that finished now. I've downloaded Near Automata.
Way.
So maybe that actually gets a look in.
What a year that'll be for Craig
Finally.
though. What a year.
I've forgot Links because I actually bought that not that long ago. I've not played any of that. And Deadlock, obviously, it's Valve's.
Oh,
I almost downloaded Overwatch. I was like, oh, maybe I'll play Overwatch on this thing, but yeah, I've downloaded Deadlock instead of like not first person shooter, third person team based uh, shooter sort of thing. Oh, actually, I downloaded BattleNet because when I went to think about Overwatch, you need BattleNet installed as well to
I
get
thought you were
that.
about to
So
tell us you downloaded World of Warcraft then, Pengi. I thought that was where
no,
that was going.
no, not no, I've not downloaded World of Warcraft. So yeah, so more PC games to have, but like I said, I'm really into Monster Hunter stories, and like I'm 16 hours in.
Hmm.
So I really like, even though I've obviously got this new PC and stuff like that. It's like I want to play that and mess around with that. I really want to get Monster Hunter Stories free, done. And like Craig was saying about Game Pass, like there's a lot coming up on Game Pass that I do want to play, which obviously now will be on PC. Like Aphelion, I think is April, replaces April. Mixtape in May. Forza Horizon, obviously 6 is the big one in May. So a lot of coming up. There's something like that next couple of months, on Game Pass before you even look at Steam sales or that Samsung game,
Hmm.
which the future game said that looks really good. That's only on PC at the moment. Before any of that sort of stuff comes out. So yeah, so PC playing at the moment still might be a little bit off, but like I said, Monster Hunter Stories is really good, and I want to get that finished, sort of thing. Maybe when I got my 2 days off together, I can actually maybe play and mess around a bit more with some of some things.
Nice. Well, we look forward to the continued PC adventures with Pengi. Pengi's PC adventures,
Yeah,
as we'll call them. Is that
yeah,
everything you bought and played, Pengi?
yes.
Excellent. Right. So what
Well,
we're
I
gonna.
bought a mouse and a keyboard.
Oh yeah, it comes with a PC, you know. Um,
Yeah.
So we're gonna skip the news. I've decided. I'm pulling rank here because most of this we can talk about when we do the Xbox partner showcase chat next week. And I really want to get to our bracket, Pengi, all right? So let's get to the bracket.
Yeah,
so,
the Xbox one makes more sense to do.
Yeah.
There's one coming. We'll talk about it once it's coming. Same with the Triple I. We'll talk about it once it comes.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
and all the
Castlevania
cell
gets
stuff will probably get stuff there, won't they? So
yeah.
So it's all good. Right then, let's get to the topic of the show. So we're stealing from, I guess, Games Mess and Kind of Funny, Craigo?
Yeah, I believe we are stealing from Games Mess, who stole from Kind of Funny.
Yeah,
It's like third-hand theft going on there, but there's no originality in video games anymore anyway.
But we also think it's slightly different as well, because obviously so Blessing put out an email or Patreon thing. It's like, please send me your best number 2s in video games, and then he made a bracket of, I don't know, it was the top 16 games, did a little order, and they did that. They picked theirs. They picked Halo 2 as number 1.
Great game.
And then Game Mess do a section now and again called where they fix a list. They'll take like a top 10. Let's say they take top 10 Resident Evil games, and they're like, oh, Requiem shouldn't be in this list. They'll take that out and put in Resident Evil 7 or something. So they basically did that. They took the bracket that Kind of Funny had, and they didn't change anything, and they redid it. And Halo 2 didn't even make it out of the first round, Dave, on them doing it.
Makes me sad.
Yeah,
and also
they were like... I think the final for the Kind of Funny one was like The Last of Us Part 2 and Halo 2. And before they even started, they were like, yeah, these two games aren't getting out of the first round.
Yeah, I think did they pick Portal 2 in the end? Was it Street Fighter 2? It was one of... I think it was Portal 2.
Two good games.
I can't remember what they had winning it.
And then they did talk about if they fixed it, like Mike would have put Mega Man 2 in somewhere, and I can't remember. There's something else if they did replace any of the games. They didn't replace any of them, but that's what we're doing. We've actually picked our own instead of using the Kind of Funny list.
Yeah, and we're better.
Even though we have got some crossover, obviously, with the Kind of Funny list, though.
Yes, and we'll get to that. So this has been randomly generated. I believe there is only one instance of one person's 2 games going against each other, but that's because that person got the 6th game to make it 16. So that's how it's worked out. So, boys, are we ready to begin? So we're doing this on a 2-to-1 voting system, obviously. 2 votes pass, 1 does not. So let's begin. So the first matchup is a big one, Craigo.
Right.
It is Red Dead Redemption 2 and The Last of Us 2.
Interesting.
So, Pengi, I believe The Last of Us was on your list, so if you could put your vote in and fight that corner.
Yeah, so I'll be voting for The Last of Us part 2, because this actually is a number 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a great video game. It does have 2 in the title, but I am one of 4 people that do play Red Dead Revolver, Dave.
And I'm another one. I played it on the original Xbox. Yeah,
that's where I played it. So to me, that's a number 3, not even a number 2. So Last of Us Part 2.
Problem with Last of Us Part 2 is you specified remaster, which is the 7th remaster of The Last of Us. So it doesn't work, does it? Nice, Peggy. Well, obviously, I'm going to go for Red Dead 2 because I'm a well-known hater of The Last of Us Part 1, 2, and remaster, and all the versions of that. So, Craig, it really comes down to you.
So obviously I've only played like a couple of hours of Last of Us Part 2, but Red Dead 2 is one of my favourite video games of all time. It's got one of the best worlds ever made. It's phenomenal. So I will be Red Dead 2 for me, Dave.
Red Dead 2 moves on.
It's also a sequel, which is a prequel, right?
Yeah. But we're splitting so many hairs at this point, aren't we?
Yeah, I think I think the order is like Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Revolver. Is actually the order.
Who knows, Pengi? Who knows?
But it says 2 and we're going with it.
We're sticking with it. So sticking with technicality sequels, we've got Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
Yes.
Going up against Pokemon Gold/Silver.
Right, you two are gonna have to talk this. You two are gonna have to come up with an agreement here, because I have no input at all.
It's difficult because they're 2 incredible sets of games. I'm gonna obviously go for Pokemon Gold and Silver. The reason I'm gonna go for that is it's much more of a sequel than Mario World 2 is, for one. That might even be a prequel. But what Pokemon Gold and Silver did, Craigo, is it's a direct sequel to Red and Blue, but you go back to Red and 2's world after you complete it. So you get your 8 badges, you win the Johto League, then you hop on right, and it gives you the whole first game as well, and you get to see how the world has progressed 2 years afterwards. You get your 8 badges again, so you get 16 gym badges to do. And then at the very end, spoilers for a 20-year-old game, you fight the main character from the first game, Trainer Red. He's got the highest level Pokemon you've ever seen. There's like an 81 level Pikachu in there. It's chaos. But yeah, great game. Improves everything on Pokemon Red and Blue. You got a day-night cycle. You've got all kinds of shenanigans. It's amazing. Probably one of the best sequels of all time ever. And Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island is great. I've just never ever seen it as a sequel to Super Mario World, other than it being in the title. But Pengi,
Yes.
what are you saying?
I was getting great with Pokemon as soon as it was the matchup, because it's like you said, it was a weird one, and I'm using my own logic. Even though I put Super Mario World 2 as it's got 2 in the title, and obviously at the time it was number 2. So if you like back in like '96 or something, you know, we did. This is always my argument when people tell me it's a Yoshi game, not a Mario game. It's like, but in 1996. We didn't know that Super Mario World 2 is the sequel to Super Mario World. Okay, it's span on the Yoshi series, but there's that. Plus, obviously, you had all the Super Mario Bros. Games before it. So, could you argue it's the 5th game or something where Pokemon Gen 2 is definitely a sequel to, and it did obviously expand on it as well. Like, Super Mario World 2, does it really expand on Super Mario World? No, it's just a great platformer. We had a great platformer before that. Obviously, like, Gen 2 Pokemon did a lot of new things, like you said. So, yeah, I think it's that one.
Excellent. And Craig obviously agrees.
Yeah. I'm just glad you two have sorted it out between you.
So now we get into another really tough debate. And I actually don't know which way to go on this one. I'm going to go last. It is Titanfall 2 up against Street Fighter 2. Pengi.
Oh, this is easy. Street Fighter 2. It's all day. It is the sequel. Like, no one ever mentions Street Fighter 1. Like, Street Fighter 2 is like the first game, even though it's not. It's like this is what a sequel, you know, does. And like the combo system, the characters like Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, Blanca are like iconic and stuff like that. Like, can you name me more than 2 characters of Titanfall 2? Most probably not. No. You know, no, Street Fighter 2 easy.
Craigo.
Titanfall 2, obviously. One of the best first-person shooter campaigns ever, really. Fantastic. Fantastic campaign. I know it's very short, but it was absolutely brilliant. And then it just added on to that phenomenal multiplayer that Titanfall 1 was, and it was such a big hit, right? I think this went really far in the Gamecast one as well, I think.
Yeah, probably.
This might have even won it. I can't remember. But yeah, it was...
I thought Portal 2 won it. I don't know if
know.
you think that.
Yeah, I know. It definitely went very far, but yeah, for me, Titanfall 2, obviously.
Very good. Well, sadly, it isn't going to get past Craigo, because I love Titanfall 2, but I do prefer Titanfall 1. And I really like Street Fighter 2. It's a game I've had, I don't know how many times I've bought the 80,000 versions of Street Fighter 2 that there are, but I have it on Super Nintendo. I think I've bought it on just about every console. Like Pengi said, it is the sequel. There is no bigger jump from first game to second game like there is with Street Fighter 2. Basically invented fighting games, to be completely honest. And Titanfall 2 is great, so it's sad that it got put up against Street Fighter 2 because that's a really tough game to get past, but yeah, like you said, great story, some amazing levels in Titanfall 2's campaign. The time skipping one is one of my favourites. And everyone should play it because it's always cheap. It's like £2 in every sale. So if you haven't played Titanfall 2, play it now. But Street Fighter 2 does advance. Right, we've got a really tough one on Craigo again here. This is a really awful way this is lined out. We've got Age of Empires 2 against Nier Automata. I'll let you go first, Craigo.
Oof, that does suck. Oof. It's a tough one because like Nier Automata's here just 'cause it's such a good game,
Yeah.
right? Obviously, I've not played Nier Replicant. I don't know how much of a real sequel it
Yeah,
is,
it's a sequel.
or if it's just in the same world,
No, it's
or
definitely a sequel.
whatever else. I'm gonna go for Nier Automata, but I wouldn't be upset if Age of Empires 2 won.
Pengi.
See, it's a tough one because, like, I've only played Replicant. I obviously, I have got downloaded now, stuff like that. I knew obviously one of the characters is in both games. Apart from that, I don't really know how they connect as a sequel. But then it is also Yokotaro, so one of the many endings most probably connects it better than you can. And I know Replicant got that extra ending which connects it more, even though I got that ending and I'm not really sure how it does or what. Sort of thing. So it's a tough one. But Age of Empires 2 is Age of Empires 2. It's obviously a very good game. But
It's that community around of Age of Empires 2 is
yeah,
just incredible. I reckon I've watched more Age of Empires than I played at this point.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
watching T90 and all of those guys. Yeah, that community is
But
amazing.
Neo Automata's most probably the better game, isn't it? So I'm gonna go Neo Automata.
Oh, an upset. I would have gone Age of Empires 2. Love them both, but Age of Empires 2 is great. There is, in fact, 3 characters that are in Nier Automata that are also in Nier Replicant.
Who's the third?
There's
Who's
2 twins of characters that are in the first game that are also in the second game.
Twins of characters. I can't think of who they.
When you play
they
Automata,
are.
you will know.
Okay.
You will know. But there's 2 characters. They're very It is a direct sequel, so that's all good. So Nier Automata moves on. Next one is a deep cut for me as opposed to Craigo. It is Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, and Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. So I already know where this is going, so I will... Crash Bandicoot 2, one of my favourite memories when I was younger. I've gone back and played it when they did the remake. Absolutely adore the game. Love it as a sort of level-based platformer. I think it improves massively on everything from the first game. But Uncharted 2 is one of the best games I've ever played. So even for me, I'm picking Uncharted 2. So, Pengi?
Uncharted 2.
Yeah, so
one I put
we'll
forward as well.
talk about Uncharted 2 more when it moves on. Craigo somehow still hasn't played the Uncharted games. He needs to rectify that.
Well, after he's finished Last of Us Part 2, he's gonna go back.
Yeah, all
Uncharted
5
game.
of the Uncharted games that you can play on PS5 are great.
Yeah.
Next up, this is a College Dave real fight here. This is a difficult one for College Dave. This is Guitar Hero 2 and Mass Effect 2. Craigo.
Well, I've never played Mass Effect, so I guess that's the easy choice for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Guitar Hero 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. So yeah, it's an easy. I've never even played Guitar Hero 1, so I don't know what it added or made better. But Guitar Hero 2 is my favourite Guitar Hero.
Yeah. Guitar Hero 1 was like all covers. That was the problem.
Yeah. So yeah, it's an easy Guitar Hero 2 for me.
Pengi.
Mass Effect 2.
This
is so hard for me.
Didn't Mass Effect 2 basically made everything made it Mass Effect 1 but everything bad, didn't it? Right?
Apart from the story.
Yeah. Right.
I have gone on record on this podcast many times that I think Mass Effect 1 has the better story.
It does. We do have the suicide mission in
And
Mass
the
Effect 2.
last boss is really bad in Mass Effect 2. Where you fight the Terminator looking thing. It's hard. So this is like 2 games I would literally in my mind are like 9.5 out of 10 games that I played to death at the time. I think I'm gonna have to go with Guitar Hero 2, only because it improved on Guitar Hero 1 a lot more than Mass Effect 2 did to Mass Effect 1 for me. But you could ask me tomorrow and that might be a different answer. But yeah, Guitar Hero 2 is a great game. I had it on 360 with the old Explorer controller. Great shit. But yeah, Matt, again, you asked me on a different day. Who even knows what I'd say. But for this time, Guitar Hero 2. Right, next up, Pengi. We've got Assassin's Creed 2 versus the wild card, classic Resident Evil 2.
So, who's picking first?
You can.
So my choices are classic Resident Evil 2 and
Assassin's Creed 2.
classic Resident Evil 2 all day long. Oh, dude. Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, no way.
Craigo.
No way, Jose.
Obviously, I've not played classic Resident Evil 2, but I did play the remake, which I absolutely love and adore. It's actually the game that kind of got me really into Resident Evil. But Assassin's Creed 2 is pretty special in that it took Assassin's Creed 1, which was like a cool concept but a dreadful game, and turned this cool concept into an actual very good video game, right? And that's big for a sequel, isn't it? So even if you were doing this as like Resident Evil 2 remake, which I have played and do love, I still think I'd go for Assassin's Creed 2, just because I think it is like the perfect sequel, as to improved on that like good concept but flawed execution of the first one. So
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 2, Davey.
Yeah, for me this is very strange because I have played both games somewhat. Surprisingly, I played classic RE2 back in the day actually, and it does improve on the first game in places, and in places it doesn't. But I think the thing with Assassin's Creed 2 in particular is I think the way people feel about the series and Ubisoft now clouds how big of a game Assassin's Creed 2 was when it came out. Everyone loved Assassin's Creed 2. It improves on Assassin's Creed 1 in every single way. You've got a really likeable set of characters. The controls are great. The setting's fantastic. Graphically, it was very impressive at the time as well. And although classic Resident Evil 2 is a great game, for me, obviously I don't like zombie games, so that's always going to go against it. But for me, Assassin's Creed 2 has to go through because it's a great game. Like, I know people like to hate on Ubisoft in Assassin's Creed now, but Assassin's Creed 2, when it came out, was it 2008 or 2009? Incredible game. Incredible game. So the last of the initial round, again, this is like I said, because Pengi got the extra pick. This is two Pengi games going up against each other. This is just how the old generator did it. It is Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Sega Mega Drive against Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty on the PlayStation 2. Pengi.
Now, quite a tough one. And like Sonic 2 did add the spin dash and everything from Sonic 1, and that was a great thing. Also added Tails. Tails is great. So that's two great things. But Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty was a system seller. That like sold me on the PS2. That's why I wanted the PS2. That game sold PS2s, and like the graphics on it and stuff like that was a big leap. And like how the ice melting and in the buckets and stuff like that. Like we don't really even do that with games now, like sort of thing. So yeah, it's got to be Sons of Liberty.
Nice. So for me, the tanker level is incredible on Metal Gear Solid 2. It's about as much as I've played. But Sonic 2 has Chemical Plant Zone, and that song alone gets it through.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. I was gonna say, that is awful level though.
Yeah, but the music's great. Music's so good.
Yeah.
And obviously Sonic Tuesday when it came out. So yeah, for me it's Sonic 2. So the decider of these two games that I doubt Craig has played comes down to Craig. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Craigo, or Metal Gear Solid 2?
Yeah, I'm guessing you two can't find a way to agree here.
No.
I will. So two games that Pengi put forward. Just go with Pengi's vote, as he's the one who's put both games forward. So what did Pengi say?
Oh
Very
yeah.
solid.
There you go.
It's a fair
I'll
comment,
go for
Craig.
Metal Gear.
It's a diplomatic way to do it.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to the next round. So, a slobber knocker at the top of the order here, boys. We've got Red Dead Redemption 2 against Pokemon Gold and Silver. So, Craigo, try desperately to persuade us that Red Dead Redemption 2 is better than Pokemon Gold and Silver.
Oh, I'm not even gonna try. I'm happy for if you boys want to put Gold and Silver.
I think we do, don't we, Pengi?
Yes, it's Pokemon.
That's Pokemon.
There we go. That's okay.
Next up, we've got Street Fighter 2 against Nier Automata. For me, it's Nier Automata. Street Fighter 2 has had its flowers now. Nier Automata is the better game. So, Pengi, what about you?
This is a tough one because, like I said, I've not played much Nier Automata to like really comment on it that much more than I already have. But Street Fighter 2, like, how many times have we played that over like the years? You know, back from the Mega Drive, and like it still gets played now at Evo and stuff, and all the different versions. And like I said, the characters and that are pretty iconic. I'm gonna go for Street Fighter 2, even though it's not gonna get through.
Craig, are we going Nier?
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, the next one sucks. Oh, Uncharted 2 versus Guitar Hero 2. So we've got to assume that Craig is going Guitar Hero 2.
Yeah.
And I've got to
Again, I know everyone loves Uncharted 2, so I'm more than happy.
And we're going to assume that Pengi's going to go Uncharted 2.
Yes.
So it falls to me. If I could get both through, I could. It kind of has to be Uncharted 2, I think. But again, Guitar Hero 2's had its flowers. Great game. One of the best. And now, again, this is going to be a much easier one than it was last time. Assassin's Creed 2 versus Metal Gear Solid 2. It's got to be Assassin's Creed 2 for me because Metal Gear Solid 2 I just haven't played enough. I would imagine this is the same for Craig A.
Yeah.
So MGS2 got its flowers. We salute Raiden. Switch off your game console. Assassin's Creed 2 goes through. So we're now in the semi-finals, boys. We have got Pokemon Gold and Silver against Nier Automata. Pengi, which way do you go?
It's Pokemon Gold and Silver, isn't it?
Craigo.
It's obviously Nier for me, so
Pokemon goes through. So there we go, into the final. And a real tough one. This is the most 2009 discussion of all time. Uncharted 2 against Assassin's Creed 2. I fear this is going to come down to me again. So I'm assuming Uncharted 2 for you, Pengi, and Assassin's Creed for you.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. I think I don't know, because Craig hasn't played Uncharted 2. So either way, this is going to end up with fucking me arguing with Pengi. Which is better, right?
Yeah.
I think it's got to be Uncharted 2. It's got to be Uncharted 2.
I was going to say, it's Uncharted 2.
Yeah.
Like, which was the two of you finished out of them?
I've actually finished both.
Yeah.
But I've done Uncharted 2 multiple times.
Yeah, like the opening train level, Uncharted 2.
Yeah, Uncharted 2 is a pretty good game. Now, so we got the final here, and I do feel for Craig, because there's not a lot of input Craig's going to get to put on this.
No, you two are going to have to really be grown-ups here and decide for yourselves.
So,
right?
Chris Pengelly, gun to your head. Pokemon Gold and Silver versus Uncharted 2.
I'm having Uncharted 2, please.
See, I'd have Pokemon Gold and Silver every day.
Yeah.
But Penguil's only deals in absolutes, so unfortunately this is going to have to be Uncharted 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there we go. So that's our best sequel, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, with very closely
I think
by Pokemon Gold and Silver.
It's very, like, if you go back to Assassin's Creed 2, everyone talks about the jump from Assassin's Creed to Assassin's Creed 2. Uncharted had that jump as well, 1 and 2. And that's also the problem with Uncharted 3. It's like, Uncharted 3 is a really good game, but there's, like, no jump from Uncharted 2 to Uncharted 3. It's just, like, more Uncharted. Obviously, 4 was the jump with the semi-open world sections and stuff like that. Sort of thing, and obviously being on the PS4 and not instead of the PS3 sort of thing. But there was definitely that jump, the same as same as Assassin's Creed. But then Pokemon had that as well. While we got it there, but
yeah, it's a tough one because I think it depends on.
And then I guess it's also what like Naughty Dog is then built on top of Uncharted 2. It's Last of Us Part 2 will go, so trace it back, it goes back to like Uncharted.
It's really
that was the formula, wasn't it?
Yeah. Uncharted 2 is the peak of their powers. They haven't been anywhere near as good since Uncharted 2. Like that is the last.
And Amy Hennig still gets jobs based on that video game. So.
She did Legacy of Kain, so that's what she's really known for. But for both, I think for both series, I think Pokemon Gold and Silver and Uncharted 2 are the absolute peak of both series just because of the jumps. Like you said, jumps were so high. Like there was still like love and care into the games they were making, and then the sequels, both sequels felt much more formulaic. Like Ruby and Sapphire and Uncharted 3 are more formula-based games because the formula's been made at this point, right? And obviously, then Naughty Dog started to get it all wrong after Uncharted 3. But yeah, Uncharted is a great game. I think Craig needs to play the Uncharted trilogy on PS5 at some point in the next year. Maybe that could be some of next year's backlog, because the remake version of Uncharted 1 is a lot better than the PS3 version of Uncharted 1. And they're short, fun games, right, Pengi? Like the Uncharted games are, apart from 4, they are 6-hour romps. If you like Indiana Jones and quipping and stuff, it's a pretty fun time. Simple controls, puzzle solving, all that good stuff. Good characters. Yeah, for sure. And obviously Pokemon Gold and Silver, they just need to put on the eShop at this point.
Yeah.
So we can play again.
Yeah, we can play them again.
Love them all the same. So yeah, so Uncharted 2 Among Thieves wins our best sequel thing. So thank you very much for everyone that's listened so far. And yeah, that's the show, boys. A good show. We started with chocolate. We're ending with Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. So like we said, next week there is a Pokemon. There is a Xbox partner showcase. If that's good, that'll be the tots. If not, it will just be part of the news. But we will be back just in time for Craig to get his Easter eggs. Absolutely. So thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next episode.
Bye.